Worst run franchises, New York Rangers. Despite being an original six franchise, the New York Rangers haven't had the same success as other teams from that era. The Rangers joined the NHL in 1926, but only have 4 Stanley Cups to show for it. The New York Rangers were great early on, as the Rangers won 3 Stanley Cups between 1927 and 1940. After winning the Cup in 1940, the Rangers wouldn't win another Cup until 1994. Fast forward to the 1970s. The Rangers made the finals twice in the 1970s, but lost to the Bruins in 1972 and the Canadiens in 1975. In 1975, the New York Rangers acquired Phil Esposito and Carol Vadnais from the Boston Bruins for Brad Park, Gene Rutel, and Joe Zanussi. The Rangers stayed competitive through the 80s and early 90s, making the playoffs each year, but they would fall short in the playoffs. The Rangers finished the 93-94 season with the best record in the NHL, with a 52-24-8 record and 112 points. Led by Mark Messier, Mike Richter, and Brian Leetch, the New York Rangers broke their 54-year cup drought in 1994. In the 95 offseason, the Rangers traded Sergei Zubov and Peter Nedved to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Luc Robitaille and Ulf Samuelsson. Then in 1996, Wayne Gretzky was acquired, but Gretzky was already a shell of himself by the time he was a Ranger. Fast forward to 2000. In March of 2000, Neil Smith was fired and James Dolan hired Glenn Sather to replace him. For the next couple of seasons, the Rangers acquired washed-up stars way past their prime like Theo Fleury, Pavel Bure, Eric Lindros, and Bobby Hulley. Jaromir Jagr was acquired from the Washington Capitals for Anson Carter. In the 05-06 season, Jagr broke the Rangers franchise record for goals in the season with 54 and points in the season with 123. In 2007, the Rangers signed Scott Gomez to a 7-year deal and Chris Drury to a 5-year deal in free agency. In 2008, Wade Redden was signed to a 6-year deal in free agency. Gomez ended up being traded while Wade Redden and Chris Drury were bought out. In 2009, Marian Gaborik was signed to a 7-year deal in free agency. Marian Gaborik was eventually dealt to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Derek Brassard, Derek Dorsett, John Moore, and a 6th-round pick in 2014. In the 2009-2010 season, the Rangers failed to make the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. In the 2010-2011 season, the Rangers lost for the second time in 3 years to the Washington Capitals. In 2012, Brad Richards was signed to a 9-year deal. He was eventually bought out by the Rangers in 2014. In the 2011-2012 season, the Rangers finished as the top seed in the Eastern Conference, with a 51-24-7 record and 109 points. In the 2012 playoffs, the Rangers lost to the New Jersey Devils in the Eastern Conference Finals. At the trade deadline in 2013, the Rangers acquired Rick Nash from the Columbus Blue Jackets for Brandon Dubinsky, Artem Anisimov, Tim Erickson, and a 1st-round pick in 2013. Despite being an underdog in the 2014 playoffs, the Rangers made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, but lost to the LA Kings in 5 games. In the 2014-2015 season, the Rangers won the President's Trophy for the 3rd time in franchise history, as well as the 7th division title. However, the Rangers were dispatched by the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals in 7 games. On July 1st, 2015, Jeff Gorton replaced Glenn Sather as the Rangers' new GM. The Rangers were once again eliminated in the first round of the playoffs in 2016. During the 2017-2018 season, Ryan McDonough and JT Miller were traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning for Vladislav Nemestikov, Brett Howden, Libor Hayek, and draft picks. After missing the playoffs in the 2017-2018 season, the Rangers fired head coach Alain Vigneault. The New York Rangers tried to buy championships for a decade by bringing in old veteran players. However, this approach hasn't worked out, and is why the Rangers don't have more championships. This is why the New York Rangers are one of the worst run franchises of all time. In the next episode of Best Run Franchises, I'll be talking about the Vegas Golden Knights.